everyone, this is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist. If you want to become a coach, influencer, best-selling author, or host your own show or podcast, and yet you can't quite decide on your angle, your ideal client, or even maybe your specific niche, this video is for you. Let's see if we can gain some focus and clarity by looking at what type of coaching business would align with you by life path number. This video is specifically about the 8 life path. And if you are super serious about numerology, I do advise you to look at your full numerology profile, of course. Yet if you only look at one other number with your life path, I urge you to take a look at the video on your destiny, around your destiny or expression. It's also called your expression number, if you know those numbers from your individual numerology profile. Yet for simplicity, the life path determines your overall life's purpose, yet the destiny or expression number will also give you, it's kind of like the rising sign in astrology. It'll give you an idea about how you'll go about doing your life path purpose. So let's remember this also, please remember this, that this is a very brief overview. This by no means covers all the possibilities available to you. It's meant to provide a basic guide for the key elements that might show up for you if you're an 8 life path looking to start a coaching business. So the 8 life path, I call you the material manifestor, and I am not kidding about that. The 8, even if you look at that, it's the number of infinity, and it is the number of manifestation. So your overall purpose is to develop an empowered relationship with money, with power, and with control and authority, all of those segments, all of those categories. And so as an 8 life path, your niche as a coach would have anything and everything to do with money, with finances, with career, and with empowerment. We're going to keep going back to that quite a bit. You might get tired of hearing it, but that's what we're going to be talking about. So the 8 is a powerhouse, and yet often, and who am I talking to? You're like, tell me something I don't know. What an intense ride, right, for you as an 8, because often the 8 has many experiences with disempowerment along the way. The 8 coach is gifted with many things, and yet we'll highlight, bullet point a couple of these elements or aspects that you would shine with or excel with. As a coach, you're really good at showing people how to understand, develop, and embrace their individual levels of power and empowerment. This can be in any subject at all. You're also incredibly good at showing people, teaching people, coaching people how to develop a positive relationship with money and with finances. That can be directly with financial services, and yet also it can extend into different tributaries. I think you know what I mean by that. And you are also, let me say, you're incredibly good at teaching people how to trust going after bigger dreams and not selling themselves short. So you are the go big or go home kind of gal or guy. So anything that you coach is going to be pretty business-like and serious, and taking it to the next level. Possible points of power for you. Again, there are many here, and yet we will just draw in a few to highlight. The first point of power, that is, for you, is that you are very powerful in terms of your ability to share your wisdom about how to step up and stand up for yourself. I actually have a colleague who is an 8 life path who's written a book and done a whole program about boundaries, right? And so as an 8, obviously, this was a challenge for her throughout her life, and she's taken all those experiences and all of those modalities, the way in which she has found an effective way to deal with people crossing boundaries, and made it, and she coaches on that. That's just one example of how that might show up for you as an 8. Also, a point of power for you is in training people how to get real about how to create financial abundance. You're nothing if not the pragmatic realist about money and getting that in line, organizing it. You are what I call the CEO and the manager. So that extends into your coaching. You're also very, very good at supporting people and their development of taking control of and responsibility for their lives overall, right? So this can be any strata that you would like to work with. So a random thought, Felicia's random thought for the moment for you, the 8 life path is usually all business. So that is really a niche that is yours for the taking, right? It's just set up that way for you. And yet the 8 might find themselves, you might find yourself as an 8, but 8s find themselves, you know what I mean? It's just like collectively, you can be drawn to working with those who have struggled, right? Struggled with addictions or with other issues like emotional or physical or sexual abuse. Again, we're talking about the power, the control, and it can be. It doesn't always have to be financial, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be all about your coachings, doesn't have to be all about finances. It has to do with power and empowerment from the ground up. So any kind of a little bit of a cautionary, one of those yellow cones, the cautionary cone, I would just, there's more than one caution, of course, or something to be aware of, but you should make sure that you use the ultimate integrity and ethics in your coaching business. Otherwise, it really will come back to haunt you. This is something that you're working on overall as an 8, being in super integrity. And so this extends to your coaching business. And again, watch for your life path and your expression or destiny number, again, if you do know that number, for a more expansive picture of where you would thrive with a coaching business. And in the meantime, get out there and make it happen, 8 life path.